It's made of dust. My rash is still here. Fuck, dude. I cannot catch a goddamn break. Still beat from my trip, from being back and being the boss. Man, I am just so beat. So beat. But it's Sunday, so I gotta stream. And I like to stream. It's fun to have pretend friends on the internet. Yeah. So that's fun. Yesterday, I was just feeling lonely, so I decided to have some more pretend internet friends, and I made these little bits for Battletech. Little, like, cargo yard. This big, like, cargo mover right there, and a bunch of containers and stuff for little Battletech guys. Pretty cool little bits of terrain, really. And fun. And then this one is the one that I'm probably the most happy with. And it's like another one of the little cargo. So I broke one of the robots. It's another one of the little cargo yards, but it's got a robot carrying a container, which I thought was just the coolest thing. Super liked that. It's cool. So I made this yesterday. Super happy with them. Continue to expand my little Battletech city. Really, really been enjoying making that terrain. I've also got some of this shit. This is XPS foam. Never used this before, but everyone says it's what you make terrain out of. So this is 1/2 inch, I think. Or it looks a lot bigger than fucking 1/2 inch, I'll tell you what. But yeah. So I'm gonna try making some dungeon tiles out of that for Silver Bayonet. And then we got the little Among Us guys that I'm printing out for my interns. There they are. Little Among Us guys. And you can see the one print error they had, but it's all good. They're so cool, even if they had that one like weird wedgie. They're still neat, even if they're a little jank. And the stars of today, my guys for Silver Bayonet. So I've got a bunch of these riflemen here, and these are these. They're the arquebusiers. Fucking fingernails killing me. Driving me bonkers. Alright, they're the arquebusiers. It's like a unit of different, like musketeers, essentially. Pretty awesome, little guys. I think they're made primarily for Warhammer Fantasy. I think to use for like, what are they called? The like Cities of Sigma or something. But I thought they'd make cool riflemen for Silver Bayonet. And then the other guys I've got to paint are these guys, who are all like kind of characters. For some reason she didn't print, so I have to go back and check that. Or I accidentally threw her away, one of the two. But they're all like the special characters. So there's like Plague Doctor, Cowboy, and a guy that looks like he's from Bloodborne. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so we got them to work on painting today. So there's the cowboy guy. Pretty cool. arquebusers. I really like the arquebusers because they actually included women, which I thought was pretty dope. I liked that. So, yeah, they're just fun. It's the Ducker guy. So, the arquebusers are all probably going to be the same kind of colors. The character guys aren't. They're going to be like special colors. So with that, let's start getting painting. Hello. So, oh man, I'm so fucking beat. Oh, I just could not catch a break. Alright, so I'm just going to start blocking some colors out on these guys. We'll see how they end up looking. So this is field gray. It's kind of like a German gray. It's like a green kind of gray. I think with a dark wash over it, it will make a nice like coat color for the Plague Doctor. But we'll see. We'll see. See, I'm just going to start blocking the colors in. That's all I'm going to do. But man, oof, I tell you, I'm really starting to lose it a little. Just, the old battery's been empty for some time. I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Like, I'm technically succeeding really well, but like, I'm just fucking tired all the time. It's really hard. But it is what it is. And I get to do some painting, which is nice. Painting's a little tiring in itself recently because I just have so many projects that are like almost finished but aren't. And that does wear on you. I just have like an absolute metric ton of projects that are all in these little like half Gundam boxes all around this room right now. They do wear on you. I just always have the hardest time actually finishing my projects, so it makes it hard, you know? And I end up having so many unfinished projects that I'm just like, oh, I'm just worn down by it. But it is what it is. I'm still going, I guess. Still going. Is going to need a couple of coats. Just make sure it covers. The coat's going to need a couple of coats. Bump, bump, bump. Hello. How are you? I'm surviving. I am a little more beat down than normal, but doing well, doing my best that I can. It's I can ever hope to do. I'm currently waiting for caffeine to kick in because I have a righteous headache. Ugh. The Mountain Dew is not working quick enough. Nothing for now. I was tearing apart my AC earlier trying to get it fixed, but no luck. So I have to call somebody. Oop, no wiggles, please. Thank you. Alright, so we got a gray coat. Part of me kind of just wants to make them all gray, but I think that won't be very interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a... Let's see. I'd like to grab a, like... Nope. Stop. Thank you. Ah, man. What are you painting? I am painting some 3D printed miniatures. Some arquebusiers. These guys from Highland Minis. And I think they're called like Dark Heart Pact or something like that. They're also in my mini factory. And I am painting them so they will be my team in Silver Bayonet, which I went over the whole book for 2 or 3 videos ago. I did a whole review for Silver Bayonet and read through the whole book and everything. I'm pretty excited for it. I think it looks like a lot of fun. It's a Joseph McCullough game. So he's the guy that did like Frostgrave and Stargrave and stuff. And this one's like fantasy horror, I guess. So I'm trying to put a team together for that. And I'm going to use all of my Age of Sigmar minis and stuff. It's all the bad guys. And this is going to be the good guy team right here. Or good guy being, you know, a not exact term, but, you know, the player characters. These guys are going to be the player characters. Yeah. It should be fun. It uses D10 systems. Very similar actually to, while different dice, it uses similar concept to Death from Above Wargaming's changes to Battletech Alpha Strike, which I'm a really big fan of. So really looking forward to it. My video when I got back from my kind of difficult mainland trip, I showed off all the dice I picked up for it. They're pretty cool. Come on, camera. You're having troubles today. So I got some cool dice for it and stuff. And once I get enough set up for it, I'll play a game on the channel. And it should be fun. Alright, so what color do we want to do the mask? And what color do we want to do that shirt? Let's do that shirt in like a white. Like an off-white. No, it's fish exterior. Maybe like stone gray. Yeah, I'll do the stone golem. Wah. Yeah. And Silver Bayonet seems pretty dope. Reading through the whole book and everything. The rules seem really actually nice, straightforward, and friendly, which is nice. Really feel these days like I'm a bit like off of GW rules lately. I just almost feel like antagonistic. The new Warcry stuff's supposed to be pretty good from what I've seen in videos this weekend, but I don't know. But it's also like the only thing anyone plays at the game store, so it's like GW stuff. Well, it does make it hard. You know? Alright. Scale color walnut. This is my otter brown, like that I used for my space otters in the other video. You are also right here. Space otters. Space otters with oil washes. The rest still need their oil washes, but haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, just block it in colors. That's all I'm doing. And have a nice, like, base concept, you know, where everything is on the model and stuff. A lot of water in the brush because it's really soupy. But yeah, Sword Bayonet seems pretty dope. I'm gonna try to make some. I'm gonna try to make some tiles, like dungeon tiles for it. I'm watching a lot of videos on how to do dungeon tiles. Man, this brown is not covering at all. Maybe I gotta shake it up some more. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of videos on how to do dungeon tiles and stuff out of like XPS and EVA foam. I was watching a video series from a guy called Magathea Builder of Worlds. He's pretty awesome. He's like one of my favorite YouTubers just because he seems like such a chill, cool dude. And he makes stuff. Yeah, man, this is not covering it all today. What the hell? Alright, we might be swapping browns. Or I'll just end up doing multiple layers. But I really don't like doing multiple layers on like web gear. All these guys have belts and stuff. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, he made a set of like underground sewer tiles for the freaking furry war game. What the hell is it called? Burrows and Badgers. And I kind of wanted to give my hand at it, so I've gone ahead and picked up pretty much everything I need for it. I just actually have to do it, which is always the hard part, you know? Working up the energy and the mindset to do something. I'll tell you, I'll sit there and I'll think about doing something all fucking day. And then when I actually have to do it, I'm like, nope. Yeah, this brown is not covering for shit. What the hell? Yeah, last time I used this walnut brown, it was really good. I guess this time it's just like soup central. Alright, let's find a different brown. Not digging that one. I kind of wanted it because it was a little more muted, but you know, it's cool. We'll use a different one. What are you? Are you? You're leather brown. You're good. But yeah, the dungeon tiles should be pretty fun. Once I work up the courage to actually work on them. Because I really liked the terrain that I made for Battletech that I shot off earlier. And it's phenomenal. Like, in my opinion, it's the best terrain I've ever seen for Battletech. You know, so I'm hoping I have just as good a luck making, like, dungeon tiles and stuff, you know? Probably won't, but yeah, I'm hoping I at least enjoy the process as much, because I really like doing the Battletech terrain. It's really fun. And that brown is a right proper mess. It's kind of fudged everything up. You just need to dry for a little bit is what you need to do. So work on a different dude. Yeah, we can work on this guy. Just trying to look at like what his clothes even are, because they're kind of like fancy. You know? He's got like these fancy little ribbon pieces, and I think they're supposed to be like alternating blue and red. I think that's how they're supposed to go. So we might try something like that with them so they look cool. Let's get a little bit of color locked in first. So what I think these guys might end up getting is I think they might end up being just tan, and then I'll alternate the blue and the red on with your fluffy leg pieces. But we'll see. We'll see. He's got all his speed loaders here. What those little things on the chest are there, so he can load his gun faster. Alright, let's get some tan. Here we go. Game color khaki, the best color ever. It legitimately is like one of my favorite colors. It's so good. I use it, I think, on like damn near every model. But yeah. Oof, man. It's just been a bit of a hard time lately. Really have not caught a break. But I'm sure the good times are coming eventually, you know? Sorry, I'm probably being a bit of a downer. Just been a little bit down, so. Just everything I see just kind of seems like crap, you know? All the, I don't know. Like, I feel like I should be excited for this new Warcry box, but I'm just not. Warcry is like legitimately like one of my favorite games. But like, I don't know, man. Just not digging it. I'm really not sure why either. That's a really weird thing, you know? I don't know if it's me or GW. The price increase is kind of lame. I don't know. It's just hard to figure out these days, you know? Just been kind of down. Alright, we got all his cloth color blocked in, so let's block in some more cloth colors since we still got that paint out here. He gave the ladies these really big boots. It's kind of a shame they didn't give the dudes the big boots. That would have been cool. Everybody just has like giant kinky boots. I'm trying to think what I want these guys to fight first. I want it to be like zombies, or I want it to be gremlins. The Silver Bayonet book is like zombies and wolves, I think. It's the starting one. So I was thinking maybe that. I got some Soulblight Gravelord zombies behind me. I've had built forever. I just did not, for whatever reason, just did not get around to painting, so it might be a good time to make some spooky, scary skeletons and stuff for these guys, you know? Alright. Back to our Plague Doctor. One second. Alrighty. Back to the Plague Doctor. Thank you. But yeah, we're doing our best. Doing our best. First round has made a right proper mess of this. It's going to be a pain in the tail to pick out what is what because of it. But it should still look good once we hit it with some once we hit it with some washes and stuff. Still gets to look pretty good. No colors. Questions. What color do you want to do the mask? My brain's telling me to do it in brown. But I kind of want to do it in like a different gray, maybe. I don't know. We'll think about it. Alright. Locking in colors like this. Man, your models kind of always look like crap in the beginning. And then you just slowly clean up one detail at a time and you're good. My brain really doesn't understand the people that like perfect paint one piece. Like, I know that's how a lot of people do it, but my brain just does not understand that at all. Though I do believe I think it looks better for YouTube and stuff like that. I do think it looks more interesting to watch someone like perfect paint one piece and then move on. Like, my painting is just not like that. I kind of make a mess out of everything and then refine it slowly over time. You know? Details on these minis are nice, even if they're not like extremely sharp. You know, they're still pretty good. I think as I clean up the painting on them, they'll look better and better. I was quite happy to find these because they are kind of like Bloodborne inspired, which I think is pretty fun. I do like a lot of the like 3D printer people that are doing kind of Bloodborne-y kind of things. Alright. How are we feeling this coat color? I'm kind of not, to be honest. I think it's a little too green. I think I want it to be more gray. I think we'll break out the dungeon gray and try a coat of that. See how it looks. I know plague doctors are supposed to be kind of like putrid-y, but I don't know. Just not feeling the more green kind of gray. I'll try it in this one instead and see how I feel about it. Yeah, I already like that better. But yeah. Looking forward to Silver Bayonet. Once I get enough stuff set up, I'll get to play a game on the channel, which will be really fun. I would like to play Battletech on the channel again, too. So that was also really fun. But I really am like super loving Battletech right now. So it's like anything Battletech is fun. I played a 4-person game for like 5 hours the other weekend, and it fucking took it out of me. Man, that game took like all the fucking energy I ever had in my life. But it was a really fun game. Everyone I was playing with was really great. Just long games really wear on me, you know. So I don't know if it like really kicked my ass. I legitimately needed like 2 days to recover from that fucking game. God, I'm just sitting here whining. I apologize, YouTube. But I do think it is important to make videos. And I talked about this other day when I was really, really tired of making a video. You know, it is important to make videos even when you're not feeling good. I think there is a little bit of this idea perpetuated by the internet and everything that just like everything has to be happy and perfect all the time, right? That's just not the case. I feel like this idea is sort of perpetuated by the internet. So I do feel like it is important to make videos where, you know, you are having a little bit of a rough time, or, you know, you might not be the happiest for no reason other than your brain doesn't have enough chemicals in it, you know. Or you just might not have a ton of interest in something for no reason other than the fact that you just woke up today, you know. I do think it is important to show that, I believe, even when you're feeling bad, to do stuff, but also just to show people that when you are feeling bad, you can still do things, you know. Like, I kind of just want to lay in bed right now, but I'm here making a video. I'm painting my guys, you know, they're coming out okay, you know, not perfect. Sorry, the camera is probably super blurry that whole time. I apologize. Ugh. But I do think it's important. My paint rack is besieged by robot girls at the moment, so it makes pulling paints off it actually a real pain in the tail. Ooh, that's a lot of purple. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to run this guy as an occultist yet, or if I'm going to run him as something else. Half debating making this guy like my main leader character and having him be like the magic one so he can stand in the back a little bit and let all the other chumps go forward and take all the hits. I don't know yet. Haven't super decided. Now we got some glorious gold. I'm wasting a lot of paint today. You know, I actually might keep that. Man, why are you so blurry? I might actually keep that bird mask white. I kind of like it, to be honest. Alright, so let's go back and clean some colors up. So, still got some stone gray, so we'll touch up inside the chest here first. And then we'll keep the mask that gray too. I do like that. I don't know why I like it in white, but I do. Touch that all up. There we go. And then we will touch up the inside of that book. Ooh. Man, I made a right proper mess there. Jesus. There's been a lot of more goo on this brush than I thought there was. Okay, well that's going to need double touch up now. That's fine. Okay. I super screwed that one up. So I guess let's try to touch it up. We'll just move on to the brown. Probably should have let that dry a little before I still go messing with it. It's fine, we can fix it. I believe. Since we got the brown out, we'll go around and hit up some areas of brown. Here and there. And everywhere. Nice. Okay. Alright. We still have some blackout. Oh, I do. Good. Is it still any kind of dry? Yeah, still some there, which is good. Only need a little bit of black for touch-ups. That. The rim of the hat. And up in here. Leg there, and so this one too, like that. Nice. Okay, cool. I gotta touch up the coat. There's still a little bit of gray left because I've been pouring out way too much paint today. Yep, there we go. I'll touch up the coat in a couple of spots. Why are you doing that stupid thing where you like think the paint bottles are people? Why? Why? Apologize. It sometimes realizes the paint bottles are possessed. Okay. Now I would like to put a little bit of tan on this guy somewhere. I think I'm going to do the hilt of his sword in tan. Which will give him a couple orphan colors, which is where you only use colors one time on a model, and then never again. but he'll match with the units around him. So I think that is important. Yeah, I just want to use a little bit of tan somewhere, you know. And then I want to pick out the wood on that rifle in a different brown. We're going to use fur brown for that, which is this one here. Just a little more of a reddy brown. It's not a bad color. It doesn't cover as good as leather brown does, but it's a little more reddy. But this way, the gun will at least look a little bit different. The hilt of it will. Handle, I guess. From the holster. There we go. Oh my god, why are you so blurry today? Focus on the model. Thank you. Alright, so that's going to be him until he gets washes. So what we're going to do, we're going to set him aside for like 5 minutes. We're going to start picking out some other colors on other people. And then we'll be back to do his washes. So we can at least finish up one model today. At least one model, so we can have somebody done. Should be nice. And make us one step closer to getting to play Silver Bayonet. Don't really like to play with unpainted models. I'm not a big super fan of it. So I always feel like it's easier to get like, you know, that like story feeling of what the models are doing and stuff. You know, you get more like thematic and stuff when everything's all painted. Same reason why it's like cool to have a really nice like setup board of some kind, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, something. You know, it lets you have like this like nice feeling of like story and stuff, more than just like playing on a dead table. Guy, yeah, let's do this guy. Let's do the Bloodborne guy. Oh, he's got 2 pistols. I didn't realize. Guess I can make him like a duelist or something. Run the other guy as my main guy, or have this guy be my main guy. If I ran the other guy as my main guy, this guy could be a duelist, and then I could have this guy be like a supernatural guy, a supernatural like investigator or whatever, supernatural specialist or whatever they're called from the book, and then I could run our plague doctor is either an occultist or the player character, and then I'll just fill in with a bunch of riflemen or musketeers rather. All right. Let's play with that purple first because we knew that one. That color's all finished. We'll hit his fire there with some violet. Druchii violet. And then once the Druchii violet's done, we'll come back and we'll pick out some highlights in like pink or something. Should be pretty cool. Okay. Now, I normally use Agrax Earthshade for a lot of things, but GW recently changed the pigments that go into Agrax Earthshade. So what I'm thinking about doing is, because I've got it, thinking about using some Army Painter colors. So I've got this strong tone here. I could try this out and see what it does. I was using dark tone on some of my Battletech minis, and it came out really well. So I think we'll try out this strong tone and see what the hell it does. So I don't think I want to oil wash these guys. Even though I do really like the oil washing. I'm just not quite ready to move everything over to it yet, you know? We'll try out this strong tone and see what it does. Honestly, kind of slapping it on everywhere. I don't really have a plan for it or anything. It's just like I'm going to coat everything in it except for the fire, you know? Fire was like the one thing that I'm like, I'm not going to coat that. So I want to use a special wash for that one, you know? Some of the deeper recesses we'll pull some out of. It's pulling a lot. Not bad though. Not bad though. That should dry a little brighter than it is. It should result in a pretty nice looking dirty guy. Alright, we'll give him a little bit, see how he winds up. Let me find a good pink so we can pick out some highlights in that flame. This is squid pink? Yep. We got squid pink, so we'll use that. And just pick out a couple highlights in the fire. And camera, what you doing to me today? Yeah, it's not bad at all. Alright, let's see how the strong tone dries up, because it's still wet. So yeah, we'll come back to you in like 5 minutes. We'll work on somebody else while we wait. Kind of want to give this guy like a blood red hat. And we can tie some blood red into the other people. I don't know why, but I want to paint this guy's tricord red. Have this weird compulsion to paint it red. I don't think it's red in the game. I think it's like brown or black. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's we got this guy here. What I'm planning on doing is doing like red and blue stripes, I think is how it goes. Like that. And then maybe it actually does like the whole leg. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll paint the whole thing red, and then we'll paint blue stripes in. Yeah, like that. And then we'll do the same thing up here. We'll paint the whole thing red. And then that way we only have to paint one color of stripe in. We only have to paint in the blue, you know? We'll paint this whole sleeve red too. That way they've got a little bit of pageantry. You know, because these guys, they're like soldiers, right? They're not like, you know, special monster hunters and shit like the other guys. They're just like, you know, they're in it for the college degree or whatever, you know? My plan is to very much make the, oh, why are you, thank you, oh my god, why are you being so annoyingly blurry? My plan is to very much make these guys like the expendable guys, you know? Thank you. Yeah, it was funny when I was looking at my collection for doing Silver Bayonet. I was like, man, I really don't own any humans. Like, I own Stormcast, but they're very clearly not humans. Even though GW's sometimes like, they're the heroes. You know, it's like, no, that's that's very clearly a revenant. It's just for a god that likes you. That's the only difference between them and like a Blake King. You know? But yeah, so I was very much like, I've gotta find some STLs. And thankfully, you know, there's actually a lot of really nice Empire STLs out there. All kinds of cool stuff. Like Fanatics and Witch Hunters and Highland Minis, the guys that made these arquebusiers, they actually made a set of Witch Hunters, which are also really nice. But I liked the more like Bloodborne-y kind of ones instead. But I might still end up picking up the Highland Minis one just to add to my warband in the future. But for right now, I was like, okay, we're gonna do the Highland Minis, guys. I forgot to paint his hat. Ooh, way too much liquid on there. Nice. Alrighty. Let's go back and look at this guy, and then I think I'm actually going to call it, because I am just out of the energies. Let's do a little bit of highlighting on this guy. A couple areas I just want to try to bring back up, like the beak and stuff. Bring that up a little bit more. Just put one thin layer over the top of it, and when it dries, should have a little bit brighter of a beak then. We might do the same thing to the jacket folds, to be honest. Do you have any brown out or gray out? No, we don't. I'll put some out. Yeah, I don't think that strong tone's bad. It doesn't pull as much as Nigrak Surshade does, but it also didn't like stain as much, I guess. But it did leave a bunch of like dirty brown marks here and there, which is fine, you know. What I'm doing here is I'm just trying to do sort of like a light layer over the wash, just to try to get some of my gray color back. Because the wash did turn it to brown a little bit. I'm just trying to pull some of that gray color back up. Let's see, I'm technically painting everywhere, but like when my brush first hits the model, I'm trying to do like the raised areas and get a like, I don't know, a little bit of like highlighting or pseudo volumetric kind of thing going on. I don't know, it's probably not really working, but it's fine. I'm just trying to say I want the variation in tone because I think it looks cool, but I also want some of my actual tone back because it drug it too far into brown for my tastes. I want it to be more gray. Without just like straight up just repainting it, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to do like a thin coat over everything, starting in kind of like the raised areas, so that I'm just making sure my brush is wet every time I go to add more. Yep. And it should result in a pretty dope looking coat. Yeah. Super happy with that. That is not a face. Yeah. Super happy with that. Yeah. So there's our either our main guy or our occultist for Silver Bayonet. Kind of thinking he's going to be the occultist, and I'm going to have this guy be the main player character. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there he is. So we got one dude done at least. Thank you. Yeah, we got one dude all done at least. Looking pretty cool. Ready to sap some life out of stuff and cast some fireballs and all that. And with that, since I've been streaming over an hour, I'm going to call it there. We'll probably finish the rest of these guys up this afternoon. Just sort of chill and finish up the rest of my guys. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. Thank you guys for watching. And maybe next time we'll be looking at doing terrain or something for Silver Bayonet. I don't know yet, but we'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys for watching, and